Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from More Fun Comics number 94, published in December 1943. There are many things you'd never do without a good reason, but there's one little man who never needs a reason. He'd deliberately enter a burning building, he'd casually swim into a sea swarming with sharks, or leap from a tall tower to rocky ground. For fate, he believes, has planned his life pattern, and there's nothing he can do about it. But then Dr. Fate takes over and adds a new chapter to the fantastic story of the destiny of Mr. Coffin. So Dr. Fate's out on patrol at night and spots this fellow obliviously walking in front of a truck. He saves him, but the man says, "Thanks for trying to help me, Dr. Fate, but that blowout made the truck swerve just in time. It wouldn't have hit me anyway." "No, it wouldn't, but that's an unexpected bit of luck, and I don't believe in taking chances." So the man explains his whole logic of life, that he doesn't think he can avoid fate, and so he does not try and keep himself out of any danger. And Dr. Fate's a little bit skeptical. And for whatever reason, he thinks that his name of Charles Coffin is significant, whereas Dr. Fate thinks it's just a name. He decides to keep watch on this guy, and the guy meets up with his nephew. "Yes, Thomas, Dr. Fate tried to help me, but it's no use. I've got 13 letters in my name. I was born a victim of fate." "I'm afraid you're right, Uncle Charles, but excuse me now. I must go on an errand." So, as he's watching, a trio of thieves break into the man's curio shop, and Dr. Fate heads out there to take care of them. Whoa, there's Herbie the horse. "What are you doing away from your stall?" "Dr. Fate." He punches him. "Yeah, I'll get you for that, Dr. Fate." He tries to shoot him, but of course that has no effect. But, thinking quickly, he just chucks the gun at him. That is effective. Doesn't make any sense. "Hit him again, boys. His magic can't help him now." But suddenly, it appears he's, as this guy says, he's shooting at us with a silenced gun, and he's never supposed to use one. These guys are dumb. He just picked up the bullets and threw it at him. I mean, you could see it bouncing off the fellow's head, but they believe that somehow he's shooting at them. So he goes back and finds the old man, telling him, "Crooks tried to rob your shop, and you stay in bed reading." And he's just like, "I don't care. Fate will do what fate does." So Dr. Fate goes out there and starts looking around. Oh, I'm sorry. He finds a statuette that was not in the shop. So they didn't steal anything. They placed a statuette in there. So Dr. Fate continues to watch as some officers arrest him. First crooks come after him, then the police. I'm beginning to see the light. I'll look up his nephew. So he finds out the nephew is meeting with Herbie the horse, and he shows up. "Here I am back to nag you, Herbie." "Okay, chum, you're asking for it." So he throws the gun again at him, but this time... Now, Herbie and this guy look exactly the same, but I take it that's a different person. I don't think he grabbed Herbie and put him in front of the gun. But he nails his own cohort with the gun. "Oh, I better get out of here." So he tracks down Herbie and punches him out, and goes to the police station. "I have nothing to say, officer. It's my fate to be sent to jail." So he's being sent to jail for taking stolen goods, which they planted in his store. "You think Mr. Coffin is a fence because of the stolen goods you found in his shop, but it is really his nephew who was working with the crooks." "Thomas, you mean the thieves came to see him? So that's why they left something instead of stealing. He encouraged you to rely on fate and neglect everything so that you'd pay no attention to the shop, and he'd be able to do as pleased. The ungrateful wretch. And I thought he really believed in fate. Well, maybe he'll believe in his own fate. Just my luck. I had to be on another... Oh, I'm sorry. Speaking out of this frame, I've never seen that before. Anyway, that threw me off. And this is just the beginning of it. Nothing you can do about that now, chum. It's your destiny. Ow, helpfully. So he's kicking his nephew in the butt. Um, this is a 6-pager. I believe that all these stories now from now on are 6 pages, but there's only a few left. So that is one more Dr. Fate entry.